He continued, if God exists, perhaps he inspires us to move forward, to think, and to create new things. When we help someone, when we make a new discovery, when we overcome our fears, maybe that is the true form of God. Tears in her eyes. Tears welled up in the little girl's eyes. Everyone in the hall watched the scene with deep emotion. Musk grew a bit concerned. He gently asked, did I say something wrong? The girl shook her head and said, no. My dad used to say that God never lets us lose. As long as we keep trying, he stays with us. You said the same thing. Musk remained silent for a few moments, then smiled and replied, your dad was right. God is not in our victories or defeats but in our efforts. The bridge between faith and science. The hall erupted into applause. This wasn't a debate about whether God exists or not. It was a profound realization that faith and science are not opposites but can complement each other. That day, Elon Musk tweeted, if God exists, he is hidden in our curiosity, our efforts, and our goodness. When we make the impossible possible, perhaps that is the real miracle. And the little girl, she now understood her father's words more deeply, God never lets us lose, as long as we refuse to give up. This story doesn't end here. It presents a new perspective that connects the bridge between science and faith, teaching us that both are essential in the quest for truth. God, science, and a little girl's question. An unusual question. A small town hall in Louisiana was packed with people. Science and technology enthusiasts, young students, and fans had gathered to hear Elon Musk speak. As always, he was discussing space exploration, electric cars, artificial intelligence, and future technologies. This event was specifically organized for young minds, where Elon Musk was not only expected to talk about the future of technology but also answer deep and thought-provoking questions about life. The hall was filled with people of all ages, some college students, some innovators, and some passionate about science. Suddenly, a little girl sitting in the front row raised her hand. She was around 8 years old, her eyes reflecting both innocence and curiosity. There was a unique glow on her face, as if she was about to ask something very important. The organizers handed her the microphone. Without any hesitation, she asked, Mr. Musk, do you believe in God? Unexpected silence. For a moment, the entire hall fell silent. This question was completely different from discussions about Tesla's batteries, SpaceX rockets, or Neuralink's brain chips. Such questions were not usually expected at a scientific symposium. People were surprised. Elon Musk took a few moments to think. A peculiar spark appeared in his eyes. Taking a deep breath, he smiled slightly and said, "That's a very interesting question. When I was a child, I asked myself the same thing." The audience now listened even more attentively. A scientist's perspective. Musk continued, "As a child, I used to go to church. I heard stories about God there. But as I grew older, my interest shifted toward science. I tried to understand the mysteries of the universe through physics. I wondered, if everything in this world operates according to scientific laws, can the existence of God also be proven scientifically?" The little girl listened intently. "The more I studied, the more complex this question became. The universe is so vast and intricate that it seems like a great force is governing it. But is that force like the traditional concept of God described in religions? I cannot say for certain. Where is God?" The girl innocently asked, "So, do you believe that God exists?" Musk smiled and replied, "I wouldn't say that God is a person sitting in the sky, watching everything. But I also can't say that there is nothing. Maybe God is within us, in our goodness, in our imagination, in our ability to turn the impossible into reality."